Today, I wanted to talk about this post in r/CO. What's the best CMS? And whenever I see posts like this, I worry that the digital marketing/SEO community, we don't do a good job of teaching new SEOers what is important to rank a website. And of course, speed. A website's speed is important. The time to first load. But there are so many other things that matter. And the honest fact is that making a CMS fast is so easy. You learn how to add in caching plugins, you learn how to configure Cloudflare or another CDN in front of your website. And your website can be very fast, very quickly with just a few changes. And I don't think we as a community do a good job of just saying, you know what, pick the lowest hanging fruits first. Instead of trying to optimize your site to be the fastest possible, instead pick the lowest fruits first. First, work on content. Have really good content, and secondly, set up some sort of tag hierarchy. So, for example, you have a gardening website. Make sure your hierarchy includes trees and flowers, and then from flowers you do a hierarchy of lilacs and so forth. It's just those are low hanging fruit, and it's easier to grab them and make the SEO of your page so much better. And focusing on what's the best CMS, what is trying to be faster, it's really not useful, and you're they end up focusing on the wrong thing, I think. And so I'll just give you an example. And here's the page speed insights for a blog that I have. I have maybe 4 or 5 WordPress blogs, and I use them to play around and try to figure out the best SEO options possible. This is a blog that is hosted by Hostinger. I use their $2.99 plan. It's the cheapest plan they have, and it has a custom theme. It has 10 or 15 plugins in it. I wrote 1 or 2 of them myself, and see it hits 99% performance, maximum accessibility, maximum best practices, and 91 SEO. And that's probably a little bit embarrassing for me, but still, it ranks pretty well, and it's still on a pretty cheap host. And so when I see this, it's that people, we don't do a good job as a community trying to teach people. We overfocus on things that matter less, and maybe we focus on things that are more numerical in nature, because I think it's easier to sort of overanalyze them. But we don't do a good enough job of telling people, you know what, work on the non-quantitative stuff. Work on your content. Work on the hierarchy. Work on internal linking. And if I had to give sort of one major tip to the new SEOers out there, what I would say is don't focus on the speed of your website, because the speed will take care of itself. You can hire a developer or some kind of DevOps guy, and tell the DevOps guy, go configure Cloudflare, go configure some caching plugins, and you can get pretty fast on very simple things. And then go and focus on your writing skills. Go and focus on the qualitative stuff. And I think that will bring you more returns. Thanks.